Good evening and welcome to the class. Today we are looking at a video converter, a Freemake. Freemake is a video downloader converter so that, for example, if you edit a video in Adobe Premiere or any other editing software or the softwares that we are learning, after exporting the job, you decide that you want to convert it from one format into another. That is where the need for Freemake and so many other softwares like it come in. What they do is that they help you to convert your video from one format to another using different codecs, aspect ratios, and all of that. So that's what you're doing today. And when you open the software, it's not a free software all the way. It comes with a price tag. Okay, so if you want the full version, like Adobe Premiere, like Canva is free, but like other softwares, you would definitely have to bring in some cash. So it's not something you can be overly excited about regarding finance. You still have to make some payment. So you have limited use. So the free version is what we are looking at. I don't have it installed on my system because it's not a software that I use very often. And so I'm going to have to teach you what it does and the options that are available so that if you decide to purchase it, you know that this is the reason for which I need it, if indeed you do need Freemake. So there's a Freemake video downloader, Freemake video converter out there, and that's what you see on the interface of this PC. So right there at the top here in the blue tags, you have video, then you have audio, DVD, photo, and then you can also paste the address of any video you have in here and then go ahead and convert it into any format of your choice. The options, the choices are all available here. You can see the various formats to AVI, to WMV, to DVD, to MP4, to MP3. MP4 is actually the one that most people are used, to when it comes to, or when you're talking about video, conversion formats. A lot of people are comfortable with MP4. It's on a bigger platform. We have MPEG, and then we have the 3GP. Now, these are various formats that a lot of people are used to, but they don't even know what they mean, in terms of the alphabets, what they mean. I'll try and see if I can delve a little deeper into that. So we have file. We haven't gone through these ones. I'm looking at what, right above it. So we have the file, and beneath the file or under the file or in the bracket of the file, you have the opportunity to import video into this software or app so that you can do what you need to do with it. Audio, you can do the same. You can burn MP3 files. You can burn videos of any kind. You can also create your own DVDs. Okay, you can add photos and play around with them, and there are quite a number of other options. The general is basically what you see here, but there are black bars. You can add up their acceleration opportunities, connection accounts. You can connect your exported jobs to languages. All of these things are here for you to use. Then of course you can even edit. Okay, if you have a video that's say 10 minutes long and you're putting it on a TV program as an advert, let's say it's a commercial, and you're putting it on a TV program as an advert, and they're saying that the informational is, let's say, 2 minutes long, and they tell you that the 2 minutes is a little too long, so bid it down to about 1 minute or 1 minute 30. You can get it back into the editing job, or you can go pick the master from where you edited the job and then try and cut it to that size. Or if you think that you can just take bits and pieces of it off the way it is and still be able to make it and still have the video making sense, and your target audience will still like it, then you can actually bring it into an app like this one, Freemake, or software like this one, and just look at the in points and the end points, or the ones that you can afford to get rid of them, and then put it all together, and you're still good to go. Okay, so let me run you through the various formats and what they actually mean. Okay, the various formats we have here and what they mean. So we have AVI. You don't need to be in the media space to know what AVI is. Okay, so it's just audio video interlace, a combination of the two. Okay, audio video internet, that is the name for it. AVI is a multimedia container format, that contain both audio and video. So it's a marriage between the two, and it's developed by Microsoft. So it's a very, very common format that is used when you're working with video. Then we have WMV, that is also in the media bracket. It's a video compression format developed by Microsoft, and something used for streaming and also playing videos on Windows, based computers. DVD, we all know, what it is, but the full word, the full meaning, or what it is in a stretch, okay, elastic, is digital versatile disc. That's what it is. DVD is not, okay, a video format, but a physical, disc format used to store various types of data, including audio, just the way we use it every now and then, just the way before we started really getting deep into pen drives and all of that. It was the DVD that was making the rounds. So you produce a music video. I remember when I did, I directed Kwade, Miana Mikuna Kwade, that song, his first ever, music video, the one that really sold him and made him popular. The same with, Blanketia, Makebeham Chacha. I was a little boy. I had just gotten into the business. I didn't know so much, but then I did those jobs. Esther Smith, Koda. I worked with them, and when they are tech, some of the songs that they did. The music video for that, I directed it. A good number of music videos in Ghana. Kobe Paul, a number of them. So when we did those jobs, I would Sonny Achiba, his first ever, music video I shot on Tech Campus. Well, when we did those jobs, we put them, because they were going to be on TV. I would put them on the small cassettes, small DVD. We call them DV, digital video cassettes. They were not DVDs; they were digital video cassettes. But we also made DVD copies, not the normal CD. CD, doesn't do that much of a good job, but a DVD is a better option. So we'll do them and then give them copies. And then some of the TV stations, when you send the videos to, they will tell you that they like it in the DVD format. Others would opt for a DV tape. And so we used it quite a bit, back in the day. And so it's unfortunately, however, getting out of the system, because pen drives have come to replace them, and it's doing so much better now. Now we have pen drives that you can connect to your phone. The same pen drive has about 4 mounts, okay, one facing east, west, north, south, and you can just carry any material from your computer and then use the other mouthpiece to just insert it in your iPhone or in any other mobile device, and everything that is in there is on your phone. And this is about 512 gig, drive. And so things have gotten so much better. But DVD is not a video format. Okay, so we have MP4. Now MP4 is another one that is really, really, really very, very good. In fact, most people are used to MP4, formats or MP4 videos, because it's the most common. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good. I use it pretty often. H262. I use it a whole lot. It's a popular video format that is widely supported across various devices and platforms because it's compatible. Unlike Flash and so many others, Flash is being discontinued or discontinued, but MP4 is the thing. And so it's very popular, especially on, university campuses, and, in fact, it's popular everywhere. Then we have MPEG. Okay, the MPEG option is also here. We have the audio layer, MP3 for example. It's an audio file format commonly used for storing compressed, in other words, reduced size, audio and video, and it includes various formats such as MPEG 1, 2, and 4. Again, all of these are used for different purposes. Then again, we have the 3GP, which is a third generation partnership project, and as you can see, it's a multimedia container format primarily used for mobile phones. So if you need to convert your video that you have edited for a client, and you want to be able to put it on a mobile phone at a more comfortable format that will play much more easily and all of that. In fact, there are even editing apps that actually give you the opportunity to edit on the timeline in the 3GP format. So it's not a bad idea, and it's designed to reduce file size while maintaining decent video, because mobile phones usually don't have as much file sizes as PCs and all of those other devices. Then we have MKV. It's actually an abbreviation for Matroska video. MKV is an open source multimedia container format that can hold video, audio, subtitles, and more, and is known for its flexibility and support for high definition content. The Flash bit is what is being discontinued, but it's a video file format developed by Adobe, formerly Macromedia, for streaming. And Adobe is the software that I started with when I started this whole media thing. Adobe is the thing. So there are a good number of apps here, formats here that you can use, and so many more. So now that we've come back into, and there are more, let me just show you some more here. For example, I haven't talked about all of this. There's also the Sony. You can convert some of the videos into formats that Sony devices will accept. Xbox, Samsung, Android, Apple, and then we have the Blu-ray. It used to be very, very common, not as it used to be. Then we have the SWF, Hotmail to Nokia, BlackBerry. Some of these things are no longer really in the system. So if you want to buy a converter, you want to ask yourself if you really need to buy Freemake, because it has some other formats that are no longer in use. And so if you're paying for it and you're not going to be able to use all the various formats that are on it, you want to ask yourself if it's worth it. So maybe you want to be able to look at some other apps also that are available for you to use and still get a lot more out of. So this lesson is not going to be too long because it's a pretty straightforward app, and you don't have to make it clumsy and too difficult. So that's the video bit of it. When you click the video, it gives you options to get into your system and bring in a video. Okay, that's what it does. You click audio, it gives you the option to get into your system to bring in audio to convert. You click DVD and you have a PC, a laptop that has the DVD section. It gives you the opportunity to copy, if you like, snatch the video of the device and bring it here, so you can convert into any other format you want, even 3GB, so you can play it on your phone. If there are photos you want to import into the Freemake software so that you can work on them, you can do that, and you can also paste. Now the paste option is not free, and then so many other tags that come along with the Freemake are not free. The free version is the one that we are working with right now, okay? But you can go for a trial at 0.95, or you can just subscribe for 39.95, or get a lifetime for 59.95. I wouldn't go for a lifetime because, like I said, some of the formats are no longer in use, and there are other formats now, or other apps now that have a lot more recent, modern, developments. And so for me, I'd go for some of these things. Plus, some of the editing software also gives you the opportunity to convert files into multiple formats. Adobe Premiere, for example, you can convert. Even Canva, there are things you can convert, and so many others. You can always convert video from one particular format, into another. 1080p video can easily be converted, for example, in Adobe Premiere and all that. So they are giving you 50% off on the lifetime version if you decide to buy that one, and so please, if you are interested, I would encourage you to do it, but I wouldn't do that. Okay, so let's try and bring in a video. You can see the plus here, so that means you add video, add audio, add DVD, add photo, add paste. So let me click, let me get rid of this because this is opened and I didn't close it. That's why it's giving me that alert sound. So it's alerting me to the fact that I haven't paid attention to that, and yet I'm moving on to something else. Quite selfish. Okay, so let me get some of the things. Okay, this is a video we've already looked at, but I want to bring it in here so that I can do show you how to convert, for example, the video. Okay, so I imported this video that we looked at when we were doing Adobe Premiere, And so you see that when you choose the video you want from your desktop or from your system, it comes up here and it shows up here, and you can see the format AAC 48 kilohertz, 317 kilobytes per second, stereo, and no subtitles. Okay, so that's what you see here. You can cut and you can just let it be as it is. Okay, so this is basically what we have here. And so if I want to go ahead and do the conversion, all I need to do is just go ahead and do the conversion. And I'm playing the video, so that I double click so that I can play the video that I brought in, so that we can all see what it looks like. And we've already looked at this anyway. So the reason I'm playing is so that when we are done with the conversion, you can see how it looks. If there are any differences, then you can tell. That's the video, that's up here, and we want to be able to convert. Okay, so I clicked this particular video towards the conversion and get mega pack. The system is telling me to rather go for the full version, because of course it's business, they're looking for money. And otherwise they are telling me that if I don't, then what's going to happen is that the video is going to come along with a custom watermark, a custom watermark that is added to the video that I want to convert. It's available in Freemake, mega pack. But then again, if you have the full pack, you can actually put your own watermark on the video that you are converting. But I'm not getting any watermark, so I really don't want to do that. Okay, so let me choose the format that I want to use to export this thing. I'm looking at MP4, so I'm going back to look for MP4 because these are the options. And so if you want to export, this is what you want to look at. Okay, so this is MP4, so I click MP4 and I have the mobile quality, here, MPEG-4 AAC. Okay, and then I have the plus. I can bring in presets, my own presets. I can check out the setting. Right now it's giving me its own setting. I have chosen MPEG-4, but MPEG-4 comes with its own setting. However, the same system gives you the opportunity to change the standard setting that MPEG comes with. Now how do you change that? The video is actually 5 megabytes. How do you change that? You come here, setting, you click the setting, and then you can see the custom bits. This is where you customize it. Okay, so over here you have size up to, so you can reduce the size or keep the size as it is. The original means that the way it came with, you can keep it like that, but I want to do 1920 1080p, so I choose that. I like, so that's what you see there. The height is 1920, the width is 1920, the height is 1080. Adjustment original, MPEG-4. Usually the standard codec is H.264. I'll leave it at that. Original, I'll make it 60 frames per second. I kind of prefer that. And then I'll leave this at auto. Now ACC, like I told you, is usually the thing, so I'll leave it at that. Original, I'll leave it at that. Sample rate, I want to do that's the audio. I want to do for 48,000 mega, 48,000 rather. Okay, the sound is much better for 40, especially when you're doing television broadcast. Usually there's a TV station, a typical example, the TV station I work for, I didn't work for, I worked for a client whose videos we had to put in a TV station in UK. Okay, and for example, for them, the options that they would always like me to put the audio in is 48,000. So that's basically what I'll do for them. So I think I'm done here. Let me see if I can. I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay here. So what you then do is that having changed the setting, you click OK, and then you come back. Now over here again, the system is telling you that remove branding. Now assuming I want to remove the branding, which is the Freemake branding, and click it, it brings me back to the options. That means you have to pay for it, but I actually downloaded this because of the training today, and so I'm not going to have to do that. And if you want it to go to a particular place on your system, you just come up here and decide that this is where you want the job to go. Okay, so I'm choosing document. I want it to get into my document folder. Okay, that's where I want it to go. So document, travel and tour, trial. That's the name I'm giving it. Trial in a small letter. I save it, and then all I have to do then is just activate the conversion. Now over here it's telling you that it's asking for your attention, telling you that you should convert without logo. Again, when you convert without logo, it means that you have to pay for it. So it keeps reminding you every step of the way that there's a better option. And they are telling you this because they know what they're about to do to your video. You know, they actually have a crystal clear imagination, you know, in their mental faculties what they are going to do, you know, to your video. So well, I'll continue with that logo and see what they do to it. Let's go. So it's converting right now. And so that's the same format. That's how you convert any other thing you see here. It's pretty easy. So now you know how to edit. You know how to convert the videos that you edit in the various, in the other software that we've studied. You know how to also now convert videos into any other format you want and use it for whatever purpose you desire to use them for. So you're actually, you know, moving on. It's a good thing that we are all learning. And you can actually boost the speed. Again, like I told you, they are all over in our face. They are telling us that, listen, what you're doing is at a slow pace. You can actually let it run faster. Again, pay for it. I have the time. I have all the time for them. I'm not in a hurry at all, in fact. So let them try and even slow it down if they like. All I have to do is just get myself a bottle of soda and something to go with it. Get some cool instrumental background here, soak it in, and enjoy as they slow pace my job because I'm not interested in buying. But let's see how it turns out, you know. You can see how it started pretty slow, and then the boosting just let us know that you can do better. So that's basically how the Freemake works. It's really not made for video editing as in, you know, typical professional video. It's just, you know, cutting this here and cutting this there with this particular, you know, option or opportunity. But other than that, really what it does is for you to convert videos from one format to another, and that's it. You know, when you're done with that, you're done with that. So this would have been faster if I had not changed the setting to 1080, you know, p. I changed. You saw me change the format. The format it came in when I finished editing that video is much smaller. But I'd actually want you to know that you can go into the setting and change MP4, you know, standard format into whatever format you desire, and the picture quality will even be much better than the way it comes, you know, in its original state, based on how I exported it, or relative to how I exported it. So it's actually 1 minute 35 seconds left before it will be ready, and that's what this time here really is about. It's a waiting time, you know, and total progress is 82%. And freemake.com, you know, logo, you see what they are doing. They are telling you that in the face. And interestingly, they will actually put it on the video from one end to another, so you know that they warned you. You know, so really the free version is not free as in free. They're just telling you how it works. They're just using the free version as a decoy, you know, to get you to have the software. Because when you export a job with this kind of logo, the site is going to come in all over your video. Really, what are you going to do with it? You know, which client, even for preview purposes, okay, before the final job comes out of the system, which client are you going to show a job to with that kind of, stretched logo all over the system. It even gives them an idea that you don't like to pay for logos and all that, or sorry, for apps you use and all that, and that's no good for your reputation as a business person. So they just want you to have the access to the software to tell you that this is how it works. But then at the end of the day, they are really not allowing you to use it for free, as in for free, if you get the point. Okay, so let's see. Close to 16, 15, okay, about 10 seconds left. Let's see how that turns out. It's about done now. Okay, so conversion completed successfully after taking so much time. That's fine, so you can now go and look for it. I want it to show in folder. Over here you have the option to just see it in the folder, so I click that so that the video shows, and let's see how it shows. I showed you. You see what they've done. You see what they did. Since you are using your product without paying for it, they are telling your client that this this is actually what you use to produce it. In fact, they have rights to advertise on your product because you are not paying for it. When you pay for it, then they don't have the right to advertise. So it's strictly business. No, for my auntie, for my uncle, it's a family thing matter. Okay, so I'm playing the video. Then again, you can see what they have done here. They've actually written over the video. Okay, so basically that's it. You close it and you're done. So you see how easy it is to use Freemake. You do the same for anything you want, picture, audio. You can drag it in and put it here and use it. And that's how simple it is to use Freemake. Thank you very much for paying attention. I'm coming back with something else. Have a lovely evening.